Hi guys.
Hi.
Today's topic is help. My bestie has a boyfriend or thing going on with somebody. Now we're going to talk about some advice for both ends of the spectrum.
Okay, some advice. You have to just learn to balance it out. It's hard, but you have to learn to balance it out, especially if you've never really dated before, or this is maybe your first real relationship or something like that. Then yeah, you would have to learn to just keep it equal. And I'm not saying don't spend time with your significant other and spend more time with your bestie, or sister or brother or whoever it is. Just learn to kind of just spend some time with them, but then also spend time with your significant other. It doesn't mean that you have to make a choice and you have to choose. Okay, well, if I'm going to spend time with my significant other, I can't ever spend time with you. No, that does not mean that. That just means sometimes you may want to spend time with your sister or your best friend, and sometimes you may want to spend time with your boyfriend or your significant other, or whatever it is that you call yourselves, whatever your labels are. It's okay to spend time with your significant other. Don't feel guilty because you got somebody and your bestie does not. If the tables were turned, I'm pretty sure she would act the same way.
She would.
She would act the same way. You don't get so hard on yourself. Don't feel bad because you have somebody and that other person does not. A lot of times, that's just how it is. It happens that way. But you can't allow someone else to hate on your relationship or to hate on you because you have somebody and you feel like you have to just not even spend time with that person because this person feels left out. Well, oh well, so what? It's called growing up.
Yep.
People spend a lifetime trying to find love. So why should you miss your opportunity? Because you're trying to why should you downplay it to spare someone else's feelings? And if the tables were turned, they would hottail and leave you in the dust in a hot second, simply because they are so happy to have somebody. So
yeah.
Don't let your best friend ruin your relationship, but at the same time, don't ruin your relationship with your best friend. That's what I'm saying.
What she was saying with balance. And my advice, if you're on the other end, and especially dealing with friends and especially dealing with siblings, is don't be afraid to communicate how you feel, because that person may not realize that they are acting that way, or maybe even if they're changing. Some people do change when they get a man. It's it's a whole world of a difference, and they're a different person. And sometimes they kind of need
brand new.
Yeah, sometimes they need that reminder. Hey, come back down here, or either they just change everything, and they do need that accountability partner. So don't be afraid to communicate not only how you feel, but also how you feel like that other person is changing. If they accept that, awesome.
If they don't,
it's
not worth ruining your friendship over that.
Yeah, you just know, well, maybe that's just somebody that you can't necessarily be honest with 24/7. Some things you just gonna have to keep to yourself,
especially with their relationship.
Yeah,
sometimes it's like that. Honestly, it's okay, not to say nothing about that, because they gonna feel some type of way. They gonna be caught up in their feelings, and it's not gonna work. So when it comes down to it, you just have to take it with a grain of salt and just move on.
And then my last part of advice is don't take it to heart.
Yeah.
These are, like Toya was saying, it's a part of growing up. It's a part of getting older. And, you know, you will have to face that regardless, you know, even if whether you're in middle school, high school, college, or just like, you know, just older, you're gonna have to face that eventually, because you might either, if you're the bestie or the bestie with the man, it don't matter, you know, like, you're gonna have to be faced with that situation regardless. It's just a part of growing up. And just don't take it to heart. It's normal how you feel, and it's normal how the other person feels when they want to spend time with their significant other. They don't want to be, you know, near you 24/7 eating bonbons, popcorn, and the jammies barefoot in the den all day. Okay? Let's just be real.
And let me just cut into this. When you graduate from high school, you become an adult. You're forced to grow up.
Yeah.
A lot of your friends are going to start thinking about marriage. And that's just as bad as having actually it's worse than having a boyfriend. A boyfriend is kind of like, you know, like it's nothing really like permanent or stable or anything that you have to just kind of just like live your life based around. You know, it's not that serious. It's just a boyfriend. But when your best friend gets married, this becomes her husband, or this becomes his wife. And, you know, like your husband comes first and your best friend comes last. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. That's just the order of things. So, like, when you approach that age, when you graduate from high school, just know that your friends, like, in your 20s, they're going to get married. Or they may actually get married before they even reach the age of 21.
Yeah.
And, like, when they become a wife or they become a husband, they are not going to be the same person. And their spouse, this is no longer a significant other. This is a spouse now.
Yeah.
Their spouse becomes the main person that they cater to. And no offense, you are not going to matter, because their wife or their husband comes first.
And then if they have kids,
just know that, just let them call you.
Yeah.
You don't call them, you let them call you,
because
they're going to be so busy.
That's going to be completely different. And it's already going to change when they get married. But when they have kids, you just need to expect that they will be a different person, because that same, even if you are 18, 19, 20, 21, that same person that was in high school and college with you, they will be changing and evolving into that wife/husband and mother/father role. So it's not going to be where you have time to go and get your nails done every Friday, go out for coffee, go to Starbucks every day, get your nails done, look at guys walking in the mall, because they got somebody, they got responsibilities. You know, when you're married, you have, you know, you living together, you have bills, you have, you know, joint things that you have to, you know, take into consideration. So it's completely different, because they're not thinking, you know, just for themselves anymore. They're thinking on behalf of their spouse and their kids.
Yep.
So, help my bestie as a boyfriend. It's normal.
It's normal, and
but
you
it's
know,
part of life.
Sorry, but not sorry.
Yeah.
You know, like and what I mean by sorry but not sorry, that it doesn't mean that they have to forget, you know, that they have siblings, or forget that they have a best friend. They're just, you have to just live for you, and this being with this person makes you feel good about yourself, then so be it. Because if the tables will turn, like I said before, they would hot tail leave you in the dirt. Be like, hey,
Felicia.
Hey, what about our friendship? So, you know, just learn to balance it out and you'll be okay.
Yeah, you got this. And like we said, it's normal. It's a part of growing up.
And don't be hating. Don't be a hater.
Please don't. Okay? So feel free to hit that subscribe button down here. Hit that like button down here. And have a good day. Bye.